Lucky I used my reverse mirrors. I was just going along and I have to see if I can fix it. Well, I've just pulled up to my first free camp, which is at Kilcoy, I think it is. Most people are parked up in the car park, but the entrance to the car park says no camping allowed. So that's weird. And in the camp book, it says you drive down this road through these gates and camp. But the grass is well past my ankles and not comfortable, I think, to camp on. So I'm just going to camp here. A guy told me anywhere past the science fair go. So I thought I get to look out there. No one else can look at me when I'm cooking and stuff. Well, this is where I spent last night. I'm in Caboolture, close to where the band needs to be seen tomorrow, near Signature's new showroom. And I stayed at the Showground, which is this. So it was $15 a night for an unpowered site. I chose to go on the Oval, or I could have been in this line of vans because I was early, and you back in and you get water with your $15. Not my favourite place to stay. Really busy road just there. It doesn't matter where you camp here. And a railway line. And every time the big trains come in, they actually blast their horn. So it's quite noisy. And it's next to this great arena. When I arrived yesterday, I walked along this footpath, and just up there in the distance, you can probably see the beginning of the sign. That is an old heritage town.
Oh, apologies, I didn't hear you come in. Welcome to Caboolture Post Office. My name is William Geddes and I am the first postmaster here in Caboolture. I moved into this building in 1869. 15 years ago, I left Manchester, England with my wife and children to risk the 3-month sea journey to find a better life in Brisbane, Australia.
Well, I made it. I'm at Signature. The van's getting the once over next door. And this is the new showroom, which of course they've already made their video. They're getting stuff like accessories. I really like the look of this camp boss thing to cook with. Everything's very pretty. This is the Malu. Look how big it is. I reckon you could fit like a mini cube barbecue in there. Be perfect. And inside, it's just huge. Look at that. And they have a drawer underneath, which I loved. And it's like an ensuite. So you go in, and there's the toilet, and there's the shower. Huge. Oh, and an actual mirror that you can use. If only my 13 still looked spick and span. The annex that I thought would be so good and I never use. Everything's so clean. I still love their toy tough. Nice. And actually to get here for the service was not as tight as going to Sydney. I did still have to reverse into the workshop. At Signature, I dropped in because we needed the fridge slide fixed. It wouldn't clip up and was staying undone. Anyway, it was the second time that this one been fixed. So the boys actually replaced it for me. They had a spare one. They knew we were coming and they took one off somewhere else and replaced it, and it works perfectly now. The other thing I didn't know, because we never had a handover, and people always say to me, really? But it was the middle of COVID and we literally picked it up in a car park and got the keys, and that was it. And there's been many emails, but what I didn't realise was, before we went to Signature, this box was, you could press it in and out when it was clipped up, and you can't do that now, and they've tightened all the clips. And that's something that I've learned. When you clip this up, you can tighten the clips, and if you've got any movement in that back box, you actually need to tighten the clips because that's how your dust is getting in. So I would show you, but it's pouring with rain. And I also had, and I didn't realize there was a clicking noise when I was driving and I couldn't figure out what it was. But in here, the little cap had come off inside of there. And as soon as I reversed into the showroom, Aaron realized and he took that off and reattached the clip. And this is why I came home, because everywhere was raining like this. And I couldn't see the point in just being out on a camp and sitting in the van waiting for this to pass for however long it will take. But it is giving me time to plan my next holiday, which I'm getting quite excited about. More pics of the historical village. There was just so much to see there. I spent hours. Next week I continue along on my travels and continue to have a great time. I'll see you on the other side.